Most financial experts will tell you, wait. Wait until 67. Wait until 70. Squeeze every last dollar out of Social Security before you touch it. And honestly, they're not wrong. But what if waiting isn't always the smartest move for you? Today, I'm giving you 6 really good reasons why filing for Social Security at 62, the earliest age possible, might actually be the right call. Stick around, because reason number 4 is one most people never even think about. Real quick, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your advisor, I'm your research buddy. Run the numbers with a professional before you make any moves. Okay, now let's get into it. Here's something nobody talks about enough. Social Security isn't a savings account. It's more like a bet on how long you'll live. If you wait until 70 to collect, yes, your monthly check is bigger. But you also have to survive long enough to break even on all those years you waited. If you start at 62, your checks are smaller, about 30% less than your full benefit. But here's the thing, you're collecting for years before someone who waited even gets their first check. The break-even point between filing at 62 versus 67? It's usually somewhere around age 78 to 80. So if your health isn't great, or longevity doesn't run in your family, starting early can mean more money overall. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's be real. Not everyone makes it to 80 in good health, or at all. If you're dealing with serious health issues at 62, waiting to collect doesn't make financial sense. You've been paying into Social Security your entire working life. That money is yours. Getting it while you can actually use it and enjoy it? That's a completely valid financial strategy. The math only favors waiting if you live a long, healthy life. And that's not a guarantee for everybody. But what if your health is fine, you're just done? That's reason number 3. Here's something a lot of finance channels won't say. Wanting to retire early is a legitimate financial goal. Maybe you've worked a physically demanding job for 30 or 40 years. Maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you just want to travel, spend time with your grandkids, or finally start that garden you've been putting off. Social Security at 62 can give you the financial bridge you need to actually stop working without completely draining your savings. If you have some retirement savings, a pension, or even a paid-off house, combining those with your early Social Security check could be more than enough to live comfortably. Freedom has a price. And for some people, a smaller monthly check is absolutely worth it. Okay, reason number 4 is the one I'd want someone to have told me earlier. Don't skip this. What if you didn't spend your Social Security checks? What if you invested them? File at 62, take that monthly check, and put it straight into an index fund. You're not spending it, you're stacking it. And while someone else is sitting around waiting for their bigger check at 70, your money has been compounding for 8 years. Some analysts have run this exact scenario, and depending on market returns, investing early payments can actually beat the wait for more strategy. Your smaller check, invested consistently, can grow into something that outperforms the bigger delayed benefit. This only works if you don't need the money to live on right now. But if you have other income? This is a move worth talking to your advisor about. Now this next one, most married couples completely overlook it. Here's a situation a lot of married couples overlook. Let's say one spouse earns significantly less over their career. They can file at 62 and start collecting their own benefit early, while the higher-earning spouse continues to wait and grow their benefit. Then, when the higher earner eventually files, possibly at 67 or 70, the lower earner can switch to the spousal benefit if it's larger. This is called the claiming strategy, and it's one of the most underused tools in retirement planning. Filing early for one spouse doesn't mean you're leaving money on the table. It means you're being strategic about which money you take and when. And the last reason? This one's quick, but don't skip it. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. Social Security is not bulletproof. The government's own reports have flagged that without changes, benefits could be cut by around 20% sometime in the mid-2030s. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's straight from the SSA's own projections. Now, will Congress step in and fix it? Probably. But probably isn't a guarantee. And if you're sitting at 62 wondering whether to wait, that uncertainty is a real factor. Some people decide they'd rather lock in what they're owed today than gamble on what the rules look like in 8 years. It's not paranoia. It's just math with a risk attached.